Hi guys, from Delhi Immigration Services. Today we have an applicant from Dubai who applied for a Canadian visa from Dubai and got it after one refusal. And we'll just talk to her and see how her profile is now. She has become a successful candidate. She's currently in Canada, already traveled to Canada. And yeah, so we'll just talk to her. Hi ma'am, how's you doing today? Also, many congratulations to you for the entire transition and success.
Hi, Mr. Navdeep. I'm very well. I'm good. How are you? And
I'm doing
uh,
great, ma'am. Thank you. Can you can
and
you can you talk us through your academic background also? Then further, for which program you applied for the very first time from Dubai?
yes, yeah. I graduated in 2014. I did BTech in computer science and engineering, and I was doing different jobs. After completing my graduation, I joined as a SEO executive. I worked there for 6 months, and after that, I came back to my home city and started working as a teacher. And I was there for 1.5 years, and after that, I got married and I moved to Dubai. There, I worked as an marketing specialist for more than a year, and after then again, I shifted my career to administration. So after that, I worked as an administrative assistant for 3 years.
Right. And what's the age right now? About I think 29 or 30. 20.
Yeah. When I yeah, actually started this process, I was of 27 years because firstly applied for PR, direct PR, but because of some problems, it couldn't happen. So I got now I'm 30 years old now. For the first time, I applied in Vancouver Community College, which is also in the Vancouver. And the program I chose, it was a PG diploma in Canadian Business Management.
Mhm. So you were working as an
And
administrative assistant. You applied for this program, and unfortunately, the application got refused. And then afterwards, what research did you do, ma'am? Did you
no,
apply for
actually,
consistent or did you?
yeah, yeah. Actually, when I applied for the first time, I did the whole research. I completed my application by myself only. So all the documents I arranged myself, which documents were required, and how to make those documents. What is the proper formatting and all. I used to watch so many videos. There are some agents in Punjab also, and they share so much of information. So I used to watch those videos in my free time, and I also watched few of your videos where there were people sharing their experiences. And at that time, I was having my agent for I didn't know how to apply. I knew the whole process, what is the process and what are the documents required, but I didn't know how to fill those documents. There are some IMM forms, and I was unsure about that because I didn't want to take a risk by filling those documents by myself. So I hired a agent, but from the very first day I was not sure about him because of the few reasons. Because I used to tell him, no, we have to do this, we have to do this. He was like that, no ma'am, you need not to give these documents. You need, because you are paying GIC, you need not to give any other documents for the like I was having some property share in my mother's land. So he was like, no ma'am, you need not to provide these documents, you will get visa, you will get visa. I was so unsure. like I'm having a huge gap. There might be possibility I will not get visa, but he was like, "You will get visa. You will get visa." So I had this uh, what you
Uncertainty.
can. Hello. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. You had that
Yeah, I had.
uncertainty always.
Yeah, in the first time, yeah, I had this idea. There are chances I will get refusal because my agent didn't know what to do. So I used to watch your videos, and yeah, when I used to recommend also to other people, if you want to want to apply for the visa, I have watched the videos of this person. You should watch, and I think you should also go. And after when I applied, it was on 15th of February 2021. I applied, and after 2 years, after 2 months, I got the refusal. It was on 16th of April. On the same time when I got the refusal, I emailed you that
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is my profile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So I'm coming. Yeah, I'm actually coming to the second application only. So, yeah. So first refusal happened, and you mentioned you already did the entire research, prior to that. So you were always unsure that there may be a possibility that first application might get refused, and it got refused. So after the first application refusal, ma'am, and then what exactly the research, or how did you boil down to us? And had somebody recommended you also, or like how was the case?
Nobody recommended me. Nobody. Nobody. I just used to watch your videos on the YouTube, and there were so many people from the different states. You were from Delhi, you were from Punjab, and there were some people from the Dubai, UAE. All so. I don't know why I had this like this person is looking genuine, and I should go for with him. So I emailed you that I have got refusal, and this is my profile, and this is my that refusal letter and all. You told me to apply for the GCM notes.
Hmm.
So
Sure.
on the same time, yeah, you also told me that this is the link, and whichever section I had to choose, you told me, and I applied. I think after waiting of like 1 month, I got the notes, and the reason was like the officer was unable to understand why I'm choosing this program, and how
Right.
this program can help me. So I because in my first application I wrote my SOP by myself by just watching the videos and all. I knew that my SOP is very weak, but it's okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, after that we
So,
started.
right. So in the second attempt, for which program we applied, ma'am? Then?
Yeah, you told me that as the reason mentioned by the officer was like the program, he's not able to understand why I'm choosing this program when there are so many other options available in my country in Dubai. So you told me that I should go for MBA or some. There was some other option you told me. It was in administration, like masters in administration. So I
Right.
chose this course MBA because MBA is always like a good option. Like
Right.
there are so many
And
possible.
also, I guess because of the location, I think you were pretty specific about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
location.
yeah, and yeah, even I got some like this. What do you
Scholarship.
call this? Scholarship. Yeah, I got scholarship as well. So all like this program I chose. Yeah, it was very. It was looking like MBA is always a better option because my husband he's also MBA and he's earning well, like three
Yeah.
four more times more than me. So MBA. So even my sister, everybody told me you should go for MBA because if I'm doing masters in admin, I I can I can do jobs only in admin, and I was not sure about that.
Mhm.
So I chose MBA, yeah, and you applied for
So,
that,
right. So you saw both of the applications. Second time you applied for MBA. So you saw
yeah.
both of the applications first and second. So what do you feel we did differently in order to take you over the line? To convince the officer maybe.
To convince the officer.
Yeah. So what did you feel you learned that we did differently in the second application to convince the
Yeah.
officer?
Yeah, actually, the second time the SOP main point was the SOP. Other other things were same. The documentation part was almost same, and yeah. So the main point was SOP, which you wrote. It was like very, very, very good. I will say it was of 7 8 pages, and the way you explained the things, like in graphs and. How Dubai, like in few years, how can I can earn very well and how can I grow? It was very well. Like,
Right.
uh, I was very impressed by the SOP. I even told you at that time this SOP is very, very, very nice.
Right.
And
So
after reading that SOP, I was sure that this time I will 100% I will get my visa.
right, but in the second application also, the application got refused, right? So the
Yeah,
second
yeah, yeah,
application
yeah.
we applied, it got refused, and
Actually,
apparently,
yeah.
you got pretty much, I'm sorry, shocked, and you sent us an email that it got refused, and it came as a Shocker to us all.
Actually, yeah. Actually, second time we applied on 31st of August, and September went, October went, November
Uh,
gone. I was like waiting for 4 months now. It
yeah.
was December, and I was continuously deferring my intake, like from July to September, September to December. So, so I told you to raise web forms. I think you raised 2, 3 web forms regarding why it is taking so long, and I want to start my study. And my like previous medical was also getting expired in December, so you told me that to go for another medical. And again we raised web form to for like updating the medical. So I think in total we raised 4, 5 web forms. I got 4, 5 emails about the web forms. So I think I we last web form we raised on 20th, and on 23rd it was 10:30 p.m. and I was alone in the home, and I got 2 emails from the IRCC that we have updated your account, login and check. And it was again a refusal.
Right.
It like in the first time, yeah, I cried, but this time I was like, why this is happening to me? Like now the SOP was very well, and at the same time I think uh, I emailed you 6 emails I sent you that
Yeah.
please raise web form now, and what we can do. Like this time, all the documentation part, SOP, everything was very nicely
Right.
prepared.
Right. So we
That's why I
were,
was very shocked. Yeah.
yeah, we too as well, because we felt that everything was 100% up to the mark as
Yeah.
required by the officers. So that's why it came as a shocker to us also, that why it got refused now. We were actually curious about the reasons, that what officer
I
would say
think
why
the
it's
reason was the web forms. I think because it was I what I felt it was a like system generated refusal.
okay.
I
So
don't know why. It
right.
could
So
be. I don't know.
yeah. So the
So
second
yeah.
application, when it got refused, then I think we decided to go for reconsideration, because apparently
Yes.
we were pretty much convinced that this application should have got approved. So then we submitted the reconsideration request. It took some
Yeah,
time.
yeah. On the same time, on the 23rd of December, I got the refusal. Within 2 hours, you applied for the reconsideration. I got the email from IRCC that I got the email. Yeah,
And how
and
much how
but
much time it took them from reconsideration submission to the final decision? Like how much time they took?
on 23rd of December 2021, we applied for the reconsideration, and on first Feb, I got the visa. Yeah.
First
So
February, right?
actually, yeah,
Yeah.
first Feb.
First February. Okay, so it took about more than a month. Okay, so
Yeah.
then you got an update that they have reopened the file after a month, and
You
then
know,
we were also
I want to share something like when I got the second refusal, I didn't tell anyone, nobody in my family. I even told you that I haven't tell anybody I got the refusal because more than me, my family like they didn't know what are the possibilities of getting visa. So as I didn't tell anyone, and we applied for the reconsideration, and I was also told you that there might be some chances they will not see my file again, and we should apply again. So we were preparing for the third application, and yeah, everything you told me to get new offer letters from the companies, and to change my career path as well. So I got all the letters from my company and from the new company. And on 31st of on 7th of Jan, I got the email from the IRCC that my file is in Delhi, and I should email them directly. So you send me the format to send them directly. I emailed the Delhi immigration office, and yeah, 7th of Jan. And yeah, on 31st of Jan, I got the email again that we have yeah, like we have reopened your file.
right.
So on 31st of Jan, after 7th of Jan to 31st Jan, I got. In the meantime, we were like ready for the new application. You were already writing my SOP again for the third time. I know, and yeah, this time was I was in depression, almost depression, and on 31st of Jan, in it was around 6:30. I got the email that we are reopening your file. And yeah, I started looking on YouTube if they have reopened the file, how many chances that they will approve my file. So the people told me that if even my friends, I shared with them. I joined so many groups on WhatsApp. They told that if they have opened your file again, there might be chances that you will get the visa. So yeah, on 31st of Jan, they opened my file, and on 1st of Feb, I got in the evening around 6:30 p.m. In Dubai. I was there. I got the email that we have updated your file again, like account your GC account again. And I opened it, and there were so many emails coming continuously, one after the other. So I opened first time, there was nothing. Second time, there was nothing. There was some just letters again, correspondence letters, and like reopening letters were there. And again, third time when I opened, it was like, yeah, approved. Like, what is this original passport request? It was there. Oh my goodness. I actually cried at that time. I cried a lot.
Right.
And I cannot explain like how I was feeling. I couldn't understand what was happening at that time, and I everything was hodgepodge in front of me. Like what now? I was waiting for this moment from like
Right.
1 year. It was almost 1 year. I applied on 15th of Feb 2021 my first file, and yeah, and my life changed after that.
That's great to hear, man. That's great to hear. I know it becomes really emotional at the same time for us also sometimes, that's why we prefer the student to, check the status of whenever there is an update. Because it's a life-changing decision, and, as you explained it, everything got stopped for a moment for you also.
Yeah,
You waited for that, long time, and then suddenly you have this in front of you, and then,
yeah.
you know that's going to everything is going
Actually, yeah. I was so frightened that I was continuously checking after 1 hour, 2 hours. Like, they haven't changed my status. No, it's still there. It's still there.
to.
Yeah, like in 2, 3 days, I submitted my passport, and after a week, I got my stamped passport. And
Right,
now I'm in Canada. At this moment, I'm in Canada,
right.
and I have
And
also
I
started my, yeah.
Right. So you're one of the few candidates who have traveled and then having a conversation with us. So I would really like to ask, like, whether Canada's expectation has matched the reality. Like you may had some expectations when you were, applying and everything for the visa, but now you have reached. So how's the reality check? Is it the same, or is it different? And how are you liking being in Canada? And also about the studies, if you can share some feedback on.
It's been only 3 weeks, so I think I'm not in the state I can explain to that extent. But
And
I
how?
will say, yeah, the life is very calm here. Like the people in India or in Dubai, they are always running, but they don't know where are they running and what are their goals. They are just running. But now, what I have felt in these 3 weeks, I'm just relaxing. It's okay. It's okay. I have reached here. That's it, and yeah.
So that's great, man. And I presume your family must be really happy when you may have broke the news to them in Dubai,
Yes.
getting the second refusal, sorry, approval, right? And yeah, so that's
Actually,
great.
when I told, nobody believed that I have got visa.
It's actually, comparatively difficult also to get an approval from, when you're applying from Dubai and, you're saying that you will return
Yeah.
to Dubai at the same time. It becomes very difficult to convince the officer in that proposal. So, um, Anyways, you got it. So I'm so happy for you, man, and many congratulations to you for the entire success and the transition. And we can sense the sort of the accomplishment and the change that we see in your life as well. So that's great to hear, man. Also, we see, since you have seen a couple of applications, through your journey, so um, there may be some applicants who may be going through refusals and, maybe applying from Dubai. So is there any piece of advice which you might want to, give to them, which can help them to, prepare well for this, or maybe, prepare the application well to convince the officer?
Yeah, I want to say that when you are going to apply, so you should know what is your status. Yeah, what the experience you are having, what is your study, and like you should do research before approaching any agent. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. I did this by my own, so I know this is not very difficult. Just it's the same documents every person needs, and the same criteria for everyone, almost everyone. Just if their field is different, they need a different documentation, and yeah, some supporting difference might be different for different persons, but general criteria is same, and never ever lose your hopes.
Thank you very much. Pleasure talking to you, ma'am, and thank you for the advice at the same time. I'm so happy that you have reached there, and we will be in touch. We'll assist you if there would be anything, in the future. And
Yes.
most welcome. Thank you
Thanks
very
a
much
lot.
for.
Just because of you, I'm here.
It was in your destiny. That's why probably you're here. We just, did whatever we knew, a small effort. But thank you very much for trusting us. While sitting in Dubai, we had a conversation, and then we started
Yeah,
working.
and I want to tell this to viewers that I have never met you. I think only once or twice we had like the conversation over the phone. Generally, just the emails, and you guys can trust him. Even if he is not replying, he will reply after some days. It can take, but he will definitely reply you.
Sure. Thank you very much for the feedback, and thank you very much for the trust. I'm so happy that you
Thank
got it, and nothing like it. All the very best for the for the further future in Canada. Be safe and take care and do well. Thank you very much. Man. Take care.
thank you, Mr. Navdeep. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.